Internetians, my name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, coach of your... We'll come back to that one. So welcome, as I said in the P4G recap, welcome to my new league. This is going to be the draft analysis for the WPA, or the World Pokemon Association. If you saw the thumbnail, or if you follow me on Twitter, you already know why I started on the coach of the thing. But let me talk about that. If you don't follow me, if you didn't see the thumbnail, or you didn't pay attention, I love the New York Metagross. I love that name. I love the logo that Shay made me, and Microsoft Paint no less, so shout out to that. I have it on a shirt, I have it on a blanket, I have it burned. Where did it go? Where do we hide it? I think it's in my living room. In my living room, there is 2 pieces of wood with burned into it that says New York Metagross. I love it. Let me tell you a story. So, I believe it was Deathly I Am. I saw someone on Twitter saying, hey, I'm joining League format, I need a team name. And this particular person, I believe in their bio had something about, or I remember saying something about Pennsylvania. So I was like, alright, cool, like, I like making league team names. And I replied with a bunch of league team names from, Pennsylvania, so Philadelphia, there was, I think there was a Harrisburg one. That's basically, I think I had some Altoona ones, because Sheets, spoiler, I work at Sheets. Someone told me, hey, he mentioned that he works at Sheets every single video. Well, yeah, I work at Sheets, and it's awesome, and I freaking love it. So, I sent him all this, and then he went with Seattle Drizzlies. So, I had all those team names left, and, like, when I made these, there was one that really stood out to me, that I really liked. Like, and I brushed it off, and then one day during one of my meetings, like, I was thinking about that team name, and I started drawing, like, a design of what I thought the logo might look like. And I was like, I'll never change leagues. I'll never add a second franchise. Well, I sent the idea to BillStandish. He said, let me take some creative liberties, which he did. And, yeah. So, hello, Internetians. My name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, and I am the coach of your Philadelphia Soldew. So that is my new logo. That is my new franchise. I am really, really happy with how the logo came out. The way this particular screen shows, it kind of doesn't show you how cool the logo is with the Latios, but hey, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it, and I'm ready to give the Philadelphia Soldiers their first championship and the WPA, the World Pokemon Association, ran by Jacob as always and Phantom Base, aka Tyler. So this is a league that I was randomly invited to, that I have no plans on doing, and I had all kinds of plans for all kinds of leagues in this general time, but I didn't get accepted in any of them. So whoop! So here we are in the WPA. I actually accepted the WPA before I even applied to stuff like the D League of GBA, the ICBA, before I was like, I'm going to go to the IBA and the GPC and all this kind of stuff. Before I even went all that, like, Tyler's like, hey, got a league for you. I was like, alright, here we go. So, here it is, Philadelphia Soldew, and we are going to talk about our draft. So the way it worked is it's a price draft, which is really cool because I like price drafts a lot. It allows for a lot of creative thinking, it allows for a lot of different kinds of team other than your standard tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, blah, 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 same thing every single time. Like, I still love tiers. I think tiers are really cool and it's a really good way to do it. They need fixed. And also, you always get the same amount of mons and it kind of gets a little stale. I still like doing them, but I like not having every single league I'm in at the same time, always doing tiers. I like that price. But there is a catch. This is an S tier league. Just like the P4G Next Generation, we have an S tier league here. And that means every team is going to be allowed to have one S tier Pokemon, which is going to cost you extra points. However, the real big catch is that this S tier is not just going to be any normal S tier. It's not going to be your standard Mega Kangaskhan, and your Tapu Leles, and your Protein Greninjas, your Pheromosas that no one drafts, and your Mega Metagross, etc. This is going to be a much larger S tier. So stuff like Zekrom is allowed, Ho-Oh was allowed, Lugia, Palkia, Dialga, Lunala, All kinds of stuff was allowed, and it was really, really cool. I think a couple Deoxys forms. It was really nice. Both Megalodies, of course. So, that's how that worked. I might be able to actually... I just, like, made OBS so small. I hope you didn't see that. I hope nothing showed up on the thing. Alright, let me give you an idea. So, it's really interesting, and I was, like, kind of, like, debating, do I want one? Do I not want one? Do I want to save my points? And it actually does not cost you a lot of points to get your S tier. So that's something I really kept in mind when I was planning my draft pricing. So, to give you an idea, so like stuff like your Kieran blocks, your Deoxys defense, your Celesteela, your Mega Charizard X, your Manaphy 15, there was 17 points. The S tier, the big S tier, there was a second S tier which is 19 points, and that had stuff like Tapu Lele, Nosy, Naganadel, Nosy Mergirna, Megalodios, Mega Kangaskhan. But the big one was at 20 points, which isn't that much, which is really nice because it really allows you to grab one of them and just roll with it. So, you can only draft one of the 20, and this is the list of what was on there. Aegislash, Deoxys Speed, Dialga, Ash Greninja, Protein Greninja, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Lunala, Megalodios, Mega Metagross, Necrozma, Dawn Wings, Palkia, Pheromosa, Reshiram, Solgaleo, and Zekrom. Then you had the 19th and the 18th, where it was Sheer Force, Landorus I, Nosy, Mega Lopunny, Mega Mawile, Mew, Lando. And then you had all kinds of stuff. So, it was really nice. And I was like, what do I want to use? Because obviously I'm going to get a 20-pointer. There's not really any reason not to. It barely costs you anything more than what you're going to get. And you can still get a lot of good mons. You can still have, like, your typical 9 to 10 other mons. So I was like looking at what I really wanted, and there was a couple things there. I was was I number 12? I want to say I was number 12. PHI. I was number 8 actually. Couple things that I was looking at. Let's talk about what I wasn't looking at. Did not want Mega Metagross. I've used Mega Metagross before. Not my cup of tea. It's really good. Not my cup of tea. I would have loved Ho-Oh. I love the Fire Flying type. I very much stand by the Fire Flying type being very, very good. If you have hazard removal. But I was looking at that. I wasn't looking at Megalodios because I've done that thing to death, in my own opinion. Pheromosa, I cannot stand. Like, it's a decent wall breaker, but one, there's other things that do it better, and two, it's ridiculously weak. So, or, not weak, but, frail. And it's kind of weak, actually, if you really think about it, but, like, not really at the same time. So, Dialga was definitely something I was looking at. And Dialga went pick number 2 to New York Cosmox to Tyler. Mega Metagross went immediately. Dialga, Necrozma, Reshiram, Thundurus, Therian, Celesteela, Ho-Oh all went before me. So, a lot of things were still on my radar, a lot of things that I really wanted to use. But, the Mon that I started with, I'm very, very happy to be using. This is a very good Mon to have. We are going to be starting off with Solgaleo, Haven Academy's own Leo Lionheart. Oh my god, I'm so happy I get to use this. First of all, I've had trouble in the past with fairy types. I always have trouble facing fairy types because I never prep enough for them. That was Solgaleo with 137 base attack firing off a 100 base power stab steel type move in Sunsteel Strike. By the way, this can't use Z crystals, unfortunately, so that sucks. But I have full metal body, so I can't be intimidated, which is really nice because I can fire off strong attacks and not have to worry about something like a Lando Therian coming in and just being like, haha, nope. I get great coverage. I don't get Stealth Rocks. I thought I got Stealth Rocks, but it doesn't, so that's going to be fun for the season. I get a good pivot. I get nice bulk right immediately. This Mon can run defensive if it wants to. It has great coverage. It has a decent speed tier of 97, which is kind of slow in the Draft League community, in the Draft League format. But it's still really good because it's still going to outspeed stuff like the Tapu Lele that I mentioned, as well as other base 95s, base 90s, Force base 100s to run max speed, etc. Great Mon. So excited. Get to Morning Sun, it gets Toxic. I can run defensive, especially defensive. Choice band will definitely come. You will definitely see a choice band set from this Solgaleo. Rock polish is really good, special, mixed, all kind of stuff. It's so good, so good, and I'm so glad I got it. Pick number 8. It sucks that I didn't get Dialga because I would love to drop, like, being like, oh, I'm gonna drop a Draco and flash cannon something and blow it away. But anyway, that's gonna be my first pick. He's a Solgaleo here. I'm again really excited to use it. And my webcam is actually kind of small. Whatever, I like it. Let me move my webcam actually. Because recently I've been liking the fact that I put it in like a border. I need to get a border for my webcam. Let's put it like right there. That worked right there, right there, right there, huh? Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Right there's my new webcam position. So we have the Solgaleo here. And when it came back to me, I'm in the middle. Like I'm an 8 out of 16, which is like the worst draft position you could ever have. The worst draft position. I always get bad draft positions, but I usually get near a wheel. Not this time. So, I was really hoping Lander's Theory would come back to me in round 2, and it didn't. It went round 2, pick 2, which sucked. I really wanted to use Landorus. However, who did it go to? POR? That's Portland? Is that Portland? Oh yeah, that's Portland Herdiers. So that's Point Blank. Point Blank stole it, and I'm sad. I'm sad, Panda. So anyway, when it came back to me, I was looking at some of my options. Guys, I just want you to know this team is broken. And Tapu Koko was around. So I grabbed Tapu Koko. I've been wanting to use Tapu Koko again since I used it in, I believe, Brawl for All or something. I got Nika Boost. Got the best electric type in the entire format. Blistering, 130 base speed. Volt Switch, U-Turn, Calm Mind Taunt. Z moves, if I want to. Which, spoiler alert, we get 25 points to use on our Z-Mons. That is my first Z-Mon. Tapu Koko, just if you've seen me talk about it in the past, coming against me, you know how great this thing is. It gets Grass Knot, so it never has to worry about HP Ice or HP Grass. You can run both. U-Turn, Calm Mind Roost, Defog, Nature's Madness, Dazzling Gleam, Fairy types for dragons. Ridiculously good. So good. Very happy with this Mon. 10 out of 10. That's a great round 2 pick right there. In a league, in S tier league, that's still a really good round 2. It's just so nice, like having this nice pivot, thinking of electric terrain, for mons that can abuse it, for shitty people who draft Kokolucha. So spoiler, next mon we drafted, I believe, was Hawlucha. And if not, well, I drafted Hawlucha anyway, so I'm that asshole. I am that asshole for the league. But yeah, I drafted Hawlucha. It was like 10 points. Like, they really undervalued Hawlucha, in my opinion, because it was in the same stuff as Empoleon and Meloetta, Roserade. Like, I agree that Hawlucha does not need to be, like, top tier, but it needs to be way higher than that. So I scooped up that nice pick, and I called you something. What did I call you? I believe I called you Brana Girl. So you're Brana Girl, and you're our female. And, yeah, we got Kokolucha. Which, I mean, yeah, I know I'm that asshole for doing it. But one of the best things about drafting is that I now get to learn how to use it and how to beat it. Because I don't know how to lose with it. So, yay. I love this. I love this so much. Right now, I have 3 ridiculously impossible mons to switch into. Zapdos. Whoever drafted Zapdos is probably going to be the best person to go against me. Who did the Zapdos? Let me find that out right now. Floridian Typhlosions, which I don't even know if we face. Floridian Typhlosions, do we face? Do we ever face? Do we? Maybe? I don't know. It's entirely possible. Floridian, yeah, we do. Week 7. So, this is a Zapdos. I can guarantee he's going to come when we fight. But, Don't really need to say anything about Hawlucha. Like, it gets electric seeds, and it SDs, and it outspeeds everything, and it wins. Really great. Got Rock Slide for stuff like Zapdos, that Throat Chop for stuff like Rotom. Beautiful Mon. Absolutely amazing Mon. Very strong, very bulky, very fast, not really bulky, but I mean with the electric seed. Yeah. So, paired with Coco, really nice. Paired with Solgaleo, even nicer. My pick comes back, and I noticed that I don't want Tapu Koko doing all the hazard removal. So, I also eventually wanted to get a rocker, because I didn't know at this point that Solgaleo didn't get rocks, but I was like, I only have one rocker. But I want another hazard removal. I want a really good spinner. And at this point, spinners were gone. Spinners were out of here. But there's one spinner that was left that I knew that was a very good value that I could pick up and would be very nice because it gave me my bulky water. And that's going to be Mega Blastoise. I've used this before. I believe I'm calling you Dressy because you're dressed to the nines. Call it Blastoise Fresh. I love having a wall breaker that can also spin. Like, this is another mon that's ridiculously hard to switch into. Mega Launcher is firing off strong moves. You got Ice Beam for coverage. You got Rapid Spin. You can run physically defensive. You can run specially defensive. You can run all out attacking. You can run whatever you want. Kind of. Mega Blaster is very nice. Very nice mon. I'm very, very glad that this thing is on my team because it's going to come in handy. Just being able to pivot in on other water types. Being able to get rid of hazards so easily. And then still providing offensive pressure. Because a lot of hazard removals don't have that offensive pressure. You come in, you wall something, you click default, oh look, a threat, gotta get out. So, yay to Mega Blastoise. I'm gonna try and go through this pretty fast because I don't want to talk too much. Very happy with this. So the next one that I got, I was looking at some dragons because I wanted to pick up a dragon. I got a fairy, got a steel, I need a dragon. I have my water, I need my fire and my grass, which I'll get later. And there's a lot of things I was looking at. But when I saw this Pokemon was still here, when I saw that this Pokemon was here in round 5, let me tell you what some other round 5 picks look like. This might be like horrible, but. So round 5, where am I? Is this round 5? Some other round 5 picks. Alright, here we go. So you have stuff like Darmanitan going, you have stuff like Keldeo, you have Mawile, Cresselia, Donphan, Starmie, Mega Charizard Y, even Blacephalon was kind of crazy though. Arachnid, you got some people going for their supports. They're getting their bulky waters, which I started grabbing Mega Blastoise and then started spiraling. People are getting their bulk, people getting what they need to start filling in stuff in their team. Nah. I saw this Pokemon just lying down. I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up Zygarde 50% round 5. I cannot believe this Fairy Dragon Steel Core. Look at this ridiculous Fairy Dragon Steel Core that people are gonna have to find switch-ins to, paired with Hawlucha and this. If I can learn how to use this offensive team, I'm gonna do great. I'm gonna do phenomenal. This is stupid good. There's so many threats that my opponents have to prep for. I sent the final version of what this team ends up being. Wow. I sent the final version of what this team ends up being to one of my friends named Noah, who is one I believe to be the best battlers in draft format. He messaged back to me. I cried because I knew that I did not have to face this team, that I did not have to prep against this team. It gets better. It gets a lot better. But this team is ridiculous. Even at this point, look at these 5 mons. How are you going to find switch into all 5 of these mons and not have to run Stall against me? But yeah, beautiful. Beautiful! Anyway, next mon we drafted. Let's get some more hazard removal. Need a grass type. Wanted to use Serena. I don't know what to call you. I called you Odette. I'm going to keep calling you Odette. So, this got a lot better recently. I used it very poorly in the DBLD League, and I really want to get back into this. It's a very strong mon with now very good coverage and very good stab. Gets access to U-turn and rapid spin and synthesis and can be defensive, etc. And it's got Queenly Majesty, which is really good for blocking priority. So I can run something like this, and then all of a sudden, like, the biggest threat in the entire, the hardest mod to beat in the entire format in Linoon is now checked very well by this. So, yeah. But overall, it's a very decent mod. It's very value. I know I keep saying stuff is very value, but this was definitely very value. It was at 6 points. This thing cost 6 points. You know what else cost 6 points? Archeops, Licky Licky, Mega Bomb Snow. Serena does not belong there. Serena belongs up. Because it's just a phenomenal rapid spinner. And with that gives me like my fourth hazard removal. So, I feel like every time I draft Mega Blastoise, I always draft like a crap ton of hazard removal. But it's here, and it's really good. And, yeah. But I needed a fire type, and I needed a rocker. God bless, I needed a rocker. Holy crap, I needed something that could put up rocks. And here we go. A Alolan Marowak. This also gives me a nice fighting resist, which I don't have enough of already. I mean, I only have 2, and I have 0 weeks. It gives me a good normal resist. It gives me a good way to check electric types because I'm gonna give them the terrain, so I gotta find a way to stop them other than just Side Guard, which can get HP Ice. Well, now I have another immunity, so that's very good. But get up rocks. This Pokemon was like not a value pick. This was where I feel like it should have been. It was 11 points. So Marowak is double what Serena is almost. It's here also that I started realizing after I picked Marowak that I'm running low on points. So that's cool. But Marowak is very nice, but the rocks is a very good wall breaker physically. It can pivot in on electric types, it can pivot on normal and fighting types, and it has that beautiful typing. And I have hazard removal to support it, so that's really cool. But moving on, next mon, let me get rid of all these. Next mon, I wanted, I believe, I can't remember what I wanted. I wanted something. I don't remember immediately why I drafted this Pokemon. Wow. Why did I immediately draft this Pokemon? I had a reason. Was it... Who knows? I think it was just to get some bulk on the team, because I really need some nice, just straight up bulk. But I dipped down, kind of early I feel, and grabbed Weezing. Puff Puff. No? No. What do I call Puff? What do I call a little Weezing here? I'm gonna call you Puff Puff. Shout out to Shady. Shout out to the New York Yankees returning. Anyway, Weezing very nice. It's a good physical wall. It gives me Toxic Spikes, which is really nice because... yeah, like I need Toxic Spikes with this freaking team. That pair very nicely with Zygarde. And other some of my bulkier mons. Semi-bulky mons to click Roost and get some chip damage off. And any chip, with this kind of offensive team, any chip damage is very nice because any chip damage could mean the difference between a no-KO and a 2-hit KO. So, it's nice to have this here. This nice little physical wall. And I don't really... The draft happened so long ago that I don't really remember why I drafted it. I had a specific reason, but I can't remember. But it's here. It's a physical wall. It's a bug resistance, fighting resistance, ground immunity, getting Toxic Spikes, etc. Next mon we drafted. This mon was left. Like I was trying to plan like what my last couple picks were. There were things I really wanted. There were things I couldn't really afford. I needed the Stealth Rocks. But this Pokemon was here. This Pokemon was around, and I was like, fuck it. I need bulk. I'm gonna grab it. Snorlax was around, and this is round like 9. So this gives me a good curse setup sweeper. This gives me a good fire and ice resistance. It gives me a good status switch in. It gives me setup. It gives me bulk. It gives me all kinds of stuff. And I'm very glad that I was able to get it, just due to the fact that I needed the bulk. You'll see that the 2 more mons are... Actually, I don't have good bulk. I have very minimal bulk on this team, but I have crazy offense and no one wants to prep for, so yeah, and I have this, which is crazy to prep for. You gotta bring Toxic, and if it's Rest Talk, you gotta bring Taunt, or you gotta bring something to stop it, you gotta bring Phasing, you gotta bring all kinds of stuff. This team is just... This draft just forces so much stuff out of people, and it's beautiful. So shout out to Snorlax being cursed, setup, fatness. Next mon, I believe, is where we got a lot more fun. We did get a lot more fun with this pick. So, I don't want to be the asshole just clicking Coco Lucci every single time, and I kind of wanted to keep going. And I think this is why I grabbed Puffo, so I could mitigate the ground weakness that I knew was coming. And I grabbed Lieutenant, a Alolan Raichu with Surge Surfer. So we had the full electric terrain core in Hawlucha, Kogo, and Raichu, which is very nice because then I can just run Terrain Extender and just make this like a off-rain team. Which I don't need to run. I don't need to run electric terrain as my win con all the time because I got stuff like Zygarde and Solgaleo and Snorlax and 2 more mons you'll see. But this also helps me fill in the speed tier. I knew I was trying to fill in the like middle speed tier because I think at this point my speed tiers went. Let me see here, WPA. Let me see my speed tiers. Yeah, they went from 97 to 118, which was Hawlucha, and then to 130. So I wanted something kind of in the middle to help me to get that. So I got a Alolan Raichu, which can also run +2 speed, and I don't even need it to be under electric terrain for it to do work. Because they collect nasty bot. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Work kills me. This also gives me another Psychic type, so I'm unfortunately now at 3 Shadow Ball weaknesses. But I have Snorlax and I have one of my last 2 picks. But I don't really think I need to explain this too much because it's Raichu, it's electric terrain. And the next one I picked up was Scyther. So I knew at this point what my last 2 picks were going to be. It was just a matter of would someone snipe me off Scyther or would someone snipe me off this more expensive one that I'm going to grab next. I should mention that Weezing is my Zmon user too, and so is Raichu. So Kokolucha and Weezing. And then we have Scyther here. Eddie. Good old Eddie. And Scyther had me give you some more Volt Turn, because at this point I'm like, alright, so we're going to rock out with some nice Volt Turn this season. We got Tapu Koko, we got Hawlucha, we got Serena, we got Alolan Raichu, we got Scyther, and spoiler alert, my next pick does not have Volt Turn, so. But, I mean, hey, this gives me a nice 1000 arrow switch in for Zygarde 10%. Specifically the 1. But it gives me a ground immunity, it gives me a fighting resist, which is always nice. It gives me just some nice bulk and some nice speed and some nice offense. Like, Scyther is very underrated, and I really wanted to, like, I saw it and I was just like, I want to use this. I want to use one of the lower tier mon that people don't really think of. But, all that, it's really nice to have all that house removal to help support this. This is my 5th remover with Defog. And then finally, we drafted, I needed a rocker, so I went Bisharp. It also gives me a dark type, and that's really nice because I can stop psychic types a lot better. Going standard, checkmate. And this gives me another rocker, gives me an SD sweeper. And it's just, like, it's here for offense. Like, people draft offense and they draft Bisharp, or they get offense and they bring Bisharp for a reason. Like, it helps deter Defog, which is very nice. So, sorry for running through all these last ones real quick, but I'm really tired and I want to get out of here. But that is your very first team drafted by the Philadelphia Soldu. There's actually 2 teams drafted by the Philadelphia Soldu next. I'm using it in a casual league called the ATL, and I drafted Gothitelle with Mega Diancie. It's so much fun. So anyway, that's your squad. You got Solgaleo, Haven. You got Tapu Koko, Hawlucha, Mega Blastoise, Zygarde 50%, Serena, Alolan Marowak, Weezing, Snorlax, Alolan Raichu, Scyther, and Bisharp. Hopefully this team leads us to victory, and I'll see you guys next week, this day, next week, for my week 1 battle, I will be going against a man named by the name of, wow, that was English, a man by the name of Helmy, and he is the coach of the Wisconsin Weezings. He is our very first opponent for the Philadelphia Soldier, and I'm really looking forward to it. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.